Hello everybody, I'm Sarreen and welcome. We will be going through a flexibility yoga flow. So find a nice warm room. We'll be getting our muscles nice and warm and sinking into our deepest flexibility postures. So prepare for a nice deep stretch. Know that if you're pregnant, like myself, that's perfectly fine. This practice is designed for the pregnant as well, as long as you have checked in with your provider. All right, so we will get started right away. Know that you do not need any materials. If you have a mat, that's perfectly fine. If you don't, no big deal. As long as you are here with an open mind, your energy, and just your body. All right, so we will get started right away into bound angle pose. So come to a comfortable seat and bring the soles of your feet to touch. Now wherever you are in your body, your knees might still be up here, they may be further down. We're flexing and getting our groins nice and flexible and nice. We're stretching them out early right away. So just find where it's nice and comfortable. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes, and we will just take a moment to turn inward and begin to connect with your breath. Focusing on each inhale and each exhale that you take. And on each exhale that you take, let go of something. Anything that's not serving you, anything that's in your way, release that on each exhale. And begin to turn yourself even more inward. And we will take a cleansing breath here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And a big exhale out of your mouth. And continue to breathe here. Be sure that you're not clenching your jaws. Be sure that your shoulders aren't up high next to your ears. Drop your shoulders nice and low away from your ears and create a nice long neck. Nice, and we'll take one more big cleansing breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And a big exhale out of your mouth. Now that we're more inward, flutter your eyes open, and we will find a tabletop position. So get on all fours, your hands and your knees. Now you want to create a 90-degree angle in your hips, in your shoulders. Have your shoulders stacked over your wrists and your hips stacked over your knees. Okay? So from here, we will take inhale, cat pose. Begin to stretch out your chest. Drop your belly down, gaze forward. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Then inhale, back to cow, drop your belly, gaze forward. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine. Nice. Now come back to just a neutral tabletop position. Now we will lift our right leg and place the right sole of your foot down on the ground. Okay, so your right leg should be nice and straight. And now from here, bend your knee so that you are able to move around, move your hips around, and really begin to stretch out your hips, your groins, warming them up, getting them nice and stretchy. So move around, whatever feels good here in your body. Begin to explore your hips. How often do we move our bodies this way? We're so used to walking straight forward or not usually with open legs. So really take advantage of this and explore your hips. Nice. When you're ready, make your way back to a neutral tabletop position. And of course, let's even out our bodies. Extend your left leg out. Have the sole of your foot, your left footprint completely on the ground. From here, use your bent knee and your hips to move around and explore, once again, your hips, your groins. Take out any kinks, any pops that you may have. This should feel good. Nice. When you're ready, make your way back to a still tabletop position. Nice. So from here, take a deep inhale, tuck your toes in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shoot your hips up and back, lift your knees up, and melt your heels down towards your mat. Okay, so you should feel a stretch in your hamstrings, in your calves. You may not be able to stretch your legs all the way out. A bent knee is okay. If you're pregnant, a wider stance is perfectly fine as well. Okay, so take a moment to stretch into this pose. Maybe pedal out your legs if needed. Okay, so put more weight into your left foot. When you're ready, take a deep inhale, lift your right leg nice and high. Exhale, bend your right knee and open your hips. Feel a nice stretch in your hips, in your quadricep. Take a deep inhale. 3-leg dog, lift your leg back up. Exhale, back down to downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. When you're ready, inhale, lift your left leg high. Nice. Exhale, bend your left knee and open your hips. Inhale, lift your left leg back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. All right, yogis, when you are ready, walk your way or waddle your way if you're pregnant, all the way up to the top. Ragdoll your way all the way up to standing. Hands at your heart, stand at attention, and breathe. All right, yogis. So we will make our way into mountain pose and then to chair pose. Have your arms by your side. First, we will expand our chest. Inhale, raised hands with your arms high. Exhale, lower your arms and interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, slide your hands down, lift your chest up, gaze up. Nice. Exhale, chair pose, lower your hips, lift your arms high. Okay, so really fire up your thighs. The weight should be in your heels. You should be able to lift all 10 toes. Draw your belly in. Maybe sink even a little lower to really feel that in your glutes. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, step your left foot back. Both legs are nice, straight, and strong. Have a 90-degree angle in your right knee. Good. Inhale, Crescent Moon pose. Lower your left knee down. Reach your arms up nice and high. So again, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You don't want them all the way up by your ears. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. Now the goal here is to have a nice deep stretch in your hips. So sink down lower if you can so that you can feel a nice stretch on the other side. Maybe even lower your fingers down for support. The goal is to get a sink nice and low. This is an excellent stretch for those of you who are practicing monkey pose or a split. Anumanasana. Keep your hips squared, nice and forward. Nice. So take a deep inhale here. Exhale, half split. So shift your hips back all the way until your right leg in front of you is straight. Plant your right heel down. Now, if you're pregnant, you may not be able to hinge all the way forward depending on where you are. I am perfectly comfortable and fine right here. Wherever you are in your body, you might sink lower. You might slide, be ready to slide into a full split. This is your practice. You know your body the best. So sink into what feels good to you. Lovely. So when you are ready, come back, plant your right foot back down, tuck your left toes in, really squeeze your glutes and both thighs to come back up. Crescent Lunge pose. Okay, so with our back leg, prepare to take a giant step forward and have your left foot meet your right. Come all the way up. Standing at attention. Let's take a big cleansing breath together. Deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Nice. So we'll repeat that on the other side. Take a deep inhale, raised hands. Exhale, lower your arms down. Interlace your fingers behind you. Prepare for a chest expansion. Inhale, expand your chest. Slide your interlaced fingers down. Good. Exhale, release your fingers. Lower your hips. Bend your knees, inhale, chair pose. Good, again, have your arms next to your biceps. Fire up your thighs, fire up your glutes. Inhale here. Exhale, step your opposite leg back, your right leg. Good, inhale, Crescent Moon pose. Lower your right knee down, lift your arms up. Okay, so you may notice that one side may be tighter than the other, or it may be looser than the other. Just take a moment to explore your body, find awareness. Again, sink lower if you can. And this is an opportunity, since we're nice and warm, to really come into your deepest stretches. Maybe bounce up and down, whatever feels good in your body. Nice, big inhale here. Exhale, half split. Again, shift your hips back until your front leg is nice and straight. You should feel a beautiful stretch in your hamstring. Now the trick here isn't just getting into the pose, it's holding the pose. That and consistency, doing it every day if you can, will help you get deeper and deeper into these stretches and really help with your flexibility. Sink a little deeper if you can. Again, option to slide into a full split if you'd like, or wherever you are in your body, really whatever you did on your right side, be sure to really even out your bodies and do it on the left. Alright, so when you're ready, plant your front foot all the way down, tuck your right toes in, launch back up, inhale, Crescent Lunge pose. And when you're ready, launch your front foot back up, standing at attention. Nice. All right, so from here, come to the center of your mat, face me, and we will widen our stance. Have all 10 of your toes to face me. We will come into star pose. Inhale, star pose. Reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, horse pose. So bring your heels in, your toes out. Lower your hips, come all the way down. It may feel good to bounce up and down. Really feel this in your hips and your groins. Now take your palms, place them on your thighs, and we will ice cream scoop our shoulders. Really get a nice stretch here. Big inhale. Exhale, sink your left shoulder down, gaze to the right. If you're pregnant, please do not get into a super deep twist. Good. When you're ready, inhale back to center. Exhale, scoop your right arm down. Nice. Inhale back to star. Bring all 10 toes to face me. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. So with a flat back, come all the way down. Maybe your fingers touch the ground, maybe not. You may need to take a wider stance. Keep your hips squared forward. Have two nice, straight, strong legs. And breathe here. Nice. So now reach your arms out like wings with a flat back and an engaged core. Inhale, slowly rise up. And exhale, lower your arms down. All right, so however you want to make your way there, we will come all the way down on the mat. And we will take a beautiful frog pose. So you get a deep and even deeper stretch in our hips. So separate your knees as far away as you possibly can. However you want to be on your mat, you can be this way. It's probably easier if you have a mat. If not, if you don't have a mat, it really doesn't matter. The goal here is to get your knees as far away from each other as possible and to have a 90-degree angle in your knees. Flex your feet, gaze forward. You may even shift your hips forward and backwards. You can feel all different angles of what feels good, what maybe doesn't feel good. You're even welcome to come down on your forearms. It all feels slightly different. It all feels really good in my opinion. I think it'll feel good for you too. Just know the difference between pain and discomfort. Discomfort is okay. If you're in pain, you might want to hold back a little, shorten how far your knees are from each other. If you practice this consistently, you will find yourself sinking deeper and deeper each day into your flexibility. And just hold this pose for a few breaths. Nice. So to slowly and safely exit this pose, bring your knees closer and closer together until it's safe to tuck your toes in and make your way back to a seat. Whew, facing me. All right, so we will take a straddle position. Separate your legs, your feet as far away from each other as you can. Your legs may end up here, 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 even further than this, wherever you are in your body. Sit up nice and tall. And use your fingertips to hinge forward. Now know that it's important to not have a round back. It's more effective to have a flat back and only get this further down versus having a round back and getting all the way down. All right, so really have a nice flat back. Sit up tall. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hinge forward in your body wherever you are as far as you can. You're welcome to come down on your forearms. The goal here is to stretch out your hips, your groins, and your hamstrings. Nice, when you're ready, rise all the way back up. Close your legs, bring them together to touch. Plant your palms down back behind you. Plant the soles of your feet down. And we will take a quick reverse tabletop, really stretching out our shoulders, our arms. So when you're ready, we will lift our hips all the way up. Drop our heads back and take a lion's breath, which is when you exhale really hard and stick your tongue out. Okay, so inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up nice and high. Drop your head back behind you. Fire up your buttocks. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Stick your tongue out. Beautiful. Lower all the way down. Just like we started, open your legs. Find your bound angle pose. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Only this time we will take a reverse prayer. So lift your arms up high, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, reverse prayer. Have your thumbs touch your back if you can. You should feel a beautiful stretch in your triceps, biceps, in your biceps. You should feel a beautiful stretch in your biceps. Take a deep inhale, lift your arms back up. Exhale, close your legs like a book and make your way into an easy pose, simply crossing your legs. And place your right hand on your heart. Place your left hand on your belly. Take a moment to really appreciate this gift, the pulse of your heart beating, and appreciate this space of love. When you're ready, flutter your eyes open if they were closed. Place your palms on your knees. As we cool down, place your hands at your heart for kind actions and for love. Place your hands at your lips for kind words. And place your hands at your third eye center, in between your eyebrows, for kind thoughts and for positive thoughts. And we will take another cleansing breath together for the last time in this practice. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. And we will bow down together. Namaste.